Hello everyone, welcome to Engineering Archives. Let us look at learning problem number 4 for the chapter force vectors. So this question says, determine the magnitude of the resultant force at A. So we have two force vectors, FAB and FAC, and they want us to add both of them and give them the magnitude of the resultant vector. So in order to solve this question, we'll first have to find the Cartesian forms of both FAC and FAB. Once we have their Cartesian forms, we can add them, and after that we can use the resultant force formula to find their resultant magnitude. So let's find the Cartesian form of FAC first. So the first thing that we are going to solve for is FAC. And in order to solve for this, FAC, we would first find RAC, or the length vector or the position vector from A to C. And using that, we're going to find the unit vector from A to C. And using that, we're going to find the Cartesian form of FAC. This is the general process that we have been doing for the previous questions as well. So let's get started. So the position vector or length vector from A to C is going to be, in the x direction, the length is 3 meters. So 3I. In the y direction, the length is negative 2j, and in the z direction, the length is negative 6k. Now that we have our position or length vector, we can find the unit vector by dividing the length vector by its magnitude. So first we need to find the magnitude for this length vector. Its magnitude is going to be under root 3 squared plus 2 squared minus 6 squared, and we get 7 meters. Now that we have the magnitude and the position vector, we can find the unit vector, 6k divided by 7. So this is the unit vector from A to C. Let's move on to find the force vector from A to B. My apologies. I wrote here from A to C, while actually this is from A to B. And now we're going to work on A to C. So from A to C, the position vector, I have to change all subscripts. Sorry about that. Okay, so now from A to C, the length in the x direction is equal to 2I, while the length in the y direction is 3, so plus 3j, and the length in the z direction is 6, so but it's downwards, so negative 6k, since it's towards the negative z direction. Okay, now we need to find the unit vector from A to C. And to do that, we need to divide the position vector. This is not an equal to sign, this is this sign, right? Okay, so now to find the unit vector, we'll divide the position vector AC by its magnitude. So we must find the magnitude first. And once we solve for the magnitude, we get 7 once again. Okay, so now that we have the magnitude, we can find UAC, and that is equal to 2I plus 3J minus 6K all over 7. Now that we have unit vectors for both FAB and FAC, we can move to finding the force vectors themselves by just multiplying the unit vectors by the magnitude of the force. And you will notice the question has provided us with the magnitudes of those forces. FAB is 840 while FAC is 420 newtons. So FAB is going to be 840 times the unit vector from A to B, which is 3i minus 2j minus 6k all over 7. We can simplify this. We get 20 here. And so the force vector from A to B turns out to be 360i minus 240j minus 720k. Similarly, we can also find the force vector from A to C by multiplying its magnitude, which is for 20 newtons, by the unit vector from A to C, which is 2i plus 3j minus 6k divided by 7. And we can simplify this. We get 120i plus 180j minus 360k. Now that we have the force vectors for both the AB and the AC forces, we have their Cartesian forms, so we can just add them. So FAB plus FAC is going to be equal to 360i minus 240j minus 720k minus 70k plus 120i plus 180j minus 360k. Now we can add each subsequent I, each j, and each k to each other, and what we end up with is 480i minus 60j minus 1080k. So this is the resultant vector. This is the Cartesian form of the resultant vector. Now that we have this, we can solve for its magnitude, which is what they want. They want the magnitude of the resultant vector. So once we solve for this, we get 420 newtons. So this is the resultant magnitude. So as you can see, the process is the same as we did in the previous questions. It's pretty easy, just a couple of concepts and a few formulas, and we can easily solve this question. So thank you very much. See you in the next video.